Hello, Torah community. It's Rav Natan here to share with you some words of Torah for this week's Parsha, Parshat Noach. A lot of interesting parts of this Parsha. One I want to get into is the less talked about part, which is the Tower of Babel. It says that the whole world was one common language. People moved east to Shinar and they settled there. And they said to each other, let's make bricks, let's bake them, and let's build a tower. We could build a city and it could reach to Hashem. We can name for ourselves. Otherwise, if we don't, we're going to be scattered throughout the whole earth. Eventually, Hashem comes down, looks at their tower, and he scatters them throughout the earth and clearly is displeased with it. What was so bad? What did they do wrong? I saw a very interesting midrash, which says that if you look at the psukim, there's a big focus on the bricks. They didn't just say, let's make us a tower. They said, let's make bricks. Let's bake the bricks. It seems like there's this sense of they thought they were doing something really impressive. Until then, maybe you use stones to build, use mud to build. But now they've created something called bricks. They have started to use technology to be able to create and to build and to accomplish. And the Midrash says that when someone would fall off of the Tower of Babel, no one would pay attention to them. Then no one would cry, but when a brick fell, everyone would sit and cry and say, "Oi, how are we going to replace such a brick?" Interesting Midrash, which points out that everyone was so into the technology or what they created, the invention of this brick and what it could do to serve their goals and their aspirations, that human beings, which was the more important thing to focus on, totally got left behind. And so I think that there's a message for us here, which is that a lot of times we get sidetracked. We lose focus on what the main thing is. We're so enamored with a gadget or technology or something going on outside of our lives that we forget to focus on and to pay attention to and give the proper importance to the things that are the most important. Our family, Torah, Hashem, our community, that really to focus on that and raise that on a plateau, on a level, on a mountaintop above all else. And so this is a good segue into this amazing event that we're having this coming Sunday, this Hachnasat Sefer Torah, which is a restored Torah all the way from Krakow before the Shoah. And after all these years, there's been so much invention, so much accomplishment in the world, and yet the Torah is still our main focus. The Torah is what is the most important value that we have. And so let's be reminded not to be like the generation of the Tower of Babel and to be focused on what we've invented and accomplishment and leaving the main thing aside, but to be focused on whatever the main thing is the main thing. Shabbat Shalom.